bags where horror lies.
Hey everybody, welcome to Body Bags. Hey everybody, welcome to Body Bags. This week 104, I think. I've been off for a couple of weeks. I haven't been able to do my reviews. I've been kind of soaking up the sun, but definitely soaking up the booze. And the fried chick, Madison, filled in for me there with an awesome movie that I love, OUTSIDER3. So shout out, thanks a lot for that. Anyway, I'm back, and the movie I've chosen to review here is from 2002, and it's called Dead Above Ground. So if you haven't seen this, let's get the gist of it here. In the style of I Know What You Did Last Summer already, troubled goth student Jeff Lucas directs and screens his own horror movie, and it's subsequently ridiculed by his fellow students. Following a tragic car accident, Jeff is burnt alive and not a trace of his body can be found. A year later, on the first day of school, a new student arrives at Bay High. Oh, who could that be? He is living in Moss Point House, where Jeff lived before he died. The new student, Chip Palmer, is having horrific nightmares and claims Jeff is talking to him and threatening to come back from beyond the grave and kill all of his tormentors. One by one, the students and teachers of Bay City High begin to die as Jeff's bloody horror movie suddenly becomes reality. I think I'd seen this like ages ago and I kind of forgot about it, so I rewatched it for this review, as I do most of the time. I'll say not all of the time, most of the time I do that, and this is okay. You know, that is pretty much the back of it. There is this character Jeff Lucas, which he's like a new metal type goth. If you've seen this movie, I don't know how long it would have taken for him to get his hair like that, but I'm imagining fucking hours. But he's not kind of like a trouble. It makes it sound like he's this picked on kind of goth and stuff that's, you know, people don't understand him and stuff. He's a bit of a dick, you know, and he's like talking about conjuring up Celt demons and, you know, he's real in everybody's face about, you know, what all the shit he's talking about, and like he's aggressive about it. He's not like a passive guy that's being bullied or anything. Like, it's kind of a bit of way around, you know, and people are kind of mocking him a little bit, but some of it, you know, he's kind of bringing it on himself he's got his crowd, and then there's the kind of cool crowd, because they're all kind of rich yuppies with cars and they live up, you know, near LA and whatnot. I think this is, because this is set around kind of people that want to be actors in the movie industry and all this stuff. And one of the professors has this pool party that Jeff goes to, Jeff Lucas. One thing I will say, there's some awful comedy attempted in this. It's just terrible. Like they talk about Jeff Lucas, and they were looking for a guardian or something of his, and this is, oh, doesn't he have the uncle George Lucas? And they said, yeah, the address on the paper is Skywalker Ranch or something. Like, who the fuck would not know, one, who George Lucas is, and two, where, you know, what and where Skywalker Ranch is. So to have it as an inside joke is kind of like Bill and Ted when they did like the whole Deputy Van Halen thing. Like, what American, especially American dad, would not know who one of the biggest rock bands in the fucking world is, Van Halen, you know? But anyway, I'm fucking rambling as I usually do. Anyway, Jeff goes to this party, the pool party, where he's all gothed up, and he like punches one of the girls into the swimming pool. You know, this is a guy that's meant to be picked on. He's just rambling around and starts screaming and punches her. And then there's he starts a fight then with her, with one of the jocks. Not sure if it's a boyfriend. And there's like, he fucks off in the car, damages the jock's car, and then the jock gets in and chases after him, and they have this kind of car chase battle thing, and then Jeff goes off the cliff, the car explodes and all that stuff he's never seen. And then this new student comes to the school and is kind of falling in with them, and murders start happening. The kills aren't that good in it. They're okay, they're not that good. A lot of them, it is just too dark and you don't kind of see, and it could be argued that adds to the mystery or adds to the suspense. I don't kind of think it does. It was just kind of, in some of them I was like, what the fuck happened there? Are they dead, or are they just stunned or hit, or, you know, was that an axe or a fist? Who knows? But yeah, he had a friend, a girl who's kind of warning everybody and doing seances and all this stuff to try and bring him back. And then I think she changes her mind and she's trying to plead with him not to kill any more people because it just so happens to be all the people that kind of uh, it says in this tormented him. But I mean the professor guy didn't torment him really, and the coach didn't really torment him. He just broke up fights and stuff. I don't think, but again, like, they kind of go one by one and then it comes to the end. It won't spoil the end of who is doing the murders or whatever like that. There's a cop, I think he's a sergeant, who doesn't look like a cop. He's like a total model looking guy that has this fabulous hair, who's being the tough hard ass cop in it, who falls in love with someone, well, one of the teachers, or she's a psychiatrist or something. And yeah, I'm rambling, but the kind of story is on the back of it. I thought I'll pick this awesome movie to come back to Body Bags after being off for a couple of weeks, but instead I picked Dead Above Ground. Sometimes it happens. It's all right. It's not great. It kind of is in the style of I Know What You Did Last Summer, but it's strange because there's a lot of shit going on in this. There's like a love story embroiled in it too, and I think they just had too much stuff going on, too many kind of little storylines that are all meant to get connected, but it's just too much. Like they talk about the guy that moves into the house, the Chip Palmer character. He's barely kind of in it, but and the soundtrack of this is really confusing as well. It's like metal, then it's punk rock, and it's kind of gothic, and it's hip hop, and then they have the kind of college metal. I don't know, the kind of like Creed, Breaking Benjamin, the kind of like that kind of thing during the love scene, and then later on they have that nice music. But like the soundtrack's just a bit weird too. But it does make it a total kind of I Know What You Did Last Summer type of movie because of the soundtrack. But I guess that's what they were going for. Okay, that's my ramble. Outsider365 been talking about Dead Above Ground. Thanks a lot for checking out the review. I'll be back with another one real soon. If you haven't already, subscribe to Body Bags. See ya!